save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve him. Tell me get him any gone in the blink. Stack money. We can make a from the
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Texans at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. First and 10. Here's Levis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis looking to throw. That's complete to Palmer. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 33.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but he did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3rd and 2. Here's Levis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they were able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Swift.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 1-yard line.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Levis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This job was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on the first down, followed by the incompletion. One more good hit, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And caught it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Levis.
And it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. There he goes, right side. Jonathan Taylor, and on the way home for a Broncos score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Next to score, Broncos 7, Texans 9. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up.